Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Power Tips. More exciting because we're talking about field service, and I have a slight affinity for field service. I think it's just such a fantastic tool, and so I'm super excited. There's a lot of stuff in the release notes, and I've tried to highlight for the ones I picked some of the newer things, which is kind of cool. But there's just so much going on in the world of field service, and it's one of those applications that you really shouldn't monkey around with too much because it's so packed full of great capability right out of the box, which is really fun. So excited to see that they've made some significant changes. So we'll dive into some of those. This one is actually the funny thing about this specific feature, capture and review notes with mobile notes control. I did a double take when I saw this because I was like, this is new. This doesn't feel new. Like, how long have we been able to put notes and stuff? But what they seem to have done is updated the user experience to make it easier and a little bit more streamlined, which is always a welcome change for anyone, right? So it's giving the ability for people in the field to create notes on the fly. You can see the screenshot there that's taken directly from the notes, so you can go look at the full image. But you click note, you make the notes, and then it puts it into like the version of the timeline that looks nice and clean on the very far right of the slide there. So super, super straightforward. What I'm most intrigued by is I can't tell if you also have the ability in this control feature, this notes control, to do audio and like voice to text. And that might be device dependent. Maybe I couldn't find it anywhere in the notes. So maybe it's just like, well, of course you can do that because who can't nowadays? But I'm not sure. That would be a big value add if it is there, because I know people are often driving and stuff, and the ability to just rhyme off what they want documented is always super helpful. So seems like a semi-underwhelming one, but I feel like this is a big change for field technicians who are trying to keep track of notes and things on the fly. Any thoughts from you two?
Always good to make things easier for the end users. Agreed.
True that.
Yeah, looks great to have the space you need to enter in all your notes.
Yeah. Great. And then this one is really exciting. So field service has a function around maintenance plans, right? So think of an organization who sells a thing that they install, and then they sell with that a maintenance plan. Hey, over the next 2 years, we're going to visit quarterly and perform routine maintenance. And if you have problems, you're covered up to however many credits or whatever. Anyways, you have a maintenance plan. This is going to comb through those maintenance plans and automatically create a work order when it sees that that maintenance item is coming up. That's a big deal because right now you kind of have to play around a little bit with some automation to create some work orders. They had done some work on this previously. This to me feels like a very big step. Actually, while I was prepping for this, I sent it to one of our team members who was actually conversing with a customer about maintenance plans and things like that. And she was quite excited that this was on the horizon as well. So I was like, okay, this is a big deal. So that the idea that it's just going to comb through once a day, find everything, be like, oh, that's a maintenance plan that has an activity that's coming up. We better schedule that, put it in draft, and the dispatch team will then see it, and they can go ahead and figure out the best person for that work. If you're using optimized scheduling, it's actually going to go ahead and make that determination for you, which is really crazy. So huge value add, I think, because it's going to save some of the legwork on the back end to have to kind of create the right cadence and the right structure and give it the right metadata. It's just going to go ahead and do that for you, which is pretty awesome. So this one's September until October.
Yeah, I like that both of your features are rolling out pretty much back to back, public preview to GA. It seems like these are really fleshed out, ready to go. So these are probably good ones to test out and get ready to deploy.
Yeah. Great.
Contrary to that is the one I will be talking about. So this is the update to the scheduling operations agent. So the agent today will allow you to select one technician and optimize their schedule. Very cool stuff. But the change that's coming is that you can select up to 5 resources from your schedule board or inside of Copilot, and it will optimize all 5. Additionally, you can schedule up to 30 resources using optimization plans. So that's a big change, right? So obviously, this will allow you to do a lot of cool things automatically to move work between technicians, to rebalance any overloaded routes, to fill in any gaps from your cancellations, reduce duplicated travel, and handle urgent work. Very cool update. I like all of these so far have been like just a little change, but like a big impact. The
Mhm.
concerning thing here are the dates, right? Public preview is sometime this month, but GA isn't until March. So I have a feeling just based on those dates that this one's going to change a lot. It's not ready, it's not fully baked out, but it's an awesome change. What do you guys think about this?
Yeah, I'm thinking there's a lot of factors in here, which is why it's going to be in public preview for so long, which I think
Mhm.
also means we want to make sure that you're giving that feedback so that they can get what they need to be able to make this GA as quick as possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Agreed.
kind of have to be real cautious not to go on a tangent here, but I think this is a Malcolm perspective, but the reason for such a long runway is exactly the reason that agents are as popular as they are, but also not as easy as sometimes people make them
Mhm.
make it seem like they are, right? There's just kind of I think you're spot on, right? There's so many moving parts. There's so many factors that have to kind of come into this, and so many tentacles that a change just to the resource for things that are booked in the upcoming future has throughout the system. There's so many bases to cover. I'll stop there. I have so much more to share on that, but that's a succinct version.
And last feature we want to talk about is exploring Dataverse data with Microsoft 365 Copilot. So what this is saying is we're adding in the ability to, within field service, talk about the data that we have for within Dataverse, right? So some of the examples are asking questions like, which work orders are at risk today? Show assets with repeated failures this quarter, and things like that. So this is kind of what we've seen in some of the views in the other apps, being able to ask questions to narrow down a view, or ask questions in the Copilot, but we're getting more of that in the field service side. Now, this is already GA, went GA at the end of May, so you're available to check that out. I think I have some questions because the screenshot we see here is Copilot within field service, but our title is within Microsoft 365 Copilot. So I think it might be available in both places. And also might be available in other model-driven apps, but some open questions there of what this looks like and how you can kind of customize that experience. What do you guys think?
I assume that latter piece that you talked about is because, so like we talked a while back about they used to have Copilot for sales, Copilot in sales, and then they got rid of that and rolled it into the context of Microsoft 365 Copilot, and it's just a function of it now. I wonder if that's the same for field service and the customer service and other areas where it's just an extension of that license,
Probably.
right? So yeah, but I don't know. It's a good thing to look into.
Licensing fun.
Licensing.
This seems like
Just
a cool way
depends.
to surface field service data without having to go into it. If you're on Microsoft 365 Copilot and just ask questions. It's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, then allegedly the experience should be the same whether you're in the app or in Copilot. So lots of exciting things to see there. And there are so many more features for field service that we didn't have time to talk about. So please check out the release notes. Let us know down in the comments what other features you're excited about, what things we missed, and what you want to hear us talk about next. Thanks for joining us.